A very good evening and thank you for joining us on BeeTv Major News at 6, reaching you live from Benin City, Edo State capital. I am Evelyn Zibili, and now to the news in details. Motorists plying the Uwasuta Road in Ego local government area have once again appealed to the Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, to repair the failed portion of the road, which they said is rapidly deteriorating. BeeTv News Osarige Awebo reports that the motorists expressed fear that the road may soon become impassable due to the heavy rainfall this season.
A visit by the NESCO to Wasuta Road revealed that the failed portion of the road is getting worse by the day. Motorists plying the road expressed displeasure over the neglect of the road, stating that the heavy rainfall this season has further deteriorated the road's condition, causing more hardship for them. They said the road may soon become impassable if it is not urgently repaired.
So this road done bad too much, and we have complained to government. May they reply to us because we are still human beings. Passing if you see the erosion where they front, now they're not supposed to stand safe. That way erosion, that place, if rain fall like this, we know they pass on. If they offer our keke, and we still they pay tax every day, every blessed day. May they call do it for us because the sound where they park says they not even park them. That sound don't cause many accidents for here. If you see many keke wey spoil because of the sound where they park for road, we even think say they want tire. They no since then they no tire, they no park the sound.
Wasuta Road na no go area. Wasuta Road don't spoil for a very long time, and the Edo State government know about it since last year November. Now they call push sand and stone. Up till now we never see them. So to me, I feel maybe the state government don't forget about the road, or they get another bigger plan for the road. But I pray that their plan come to pass. For
the road not let motor pass. Now individual work now we do ever since. But now I can't say government they park gutter. They put sand for up that side now. So since then they wait when they come to one. But when they fall, they know they pass this road.
The motorists passionately appealed to Governor Okpebholo to urgently repair the failed portion of the road to enable smooth movement and alleviate their daily struggles while using the road.
Still using this medium to urge the state government to come for our aid, because the keke riders in this road and the bus drivers, anybody applying the road will testify. We are suffering. We are suffering. We can no longer feed our family, all because of and workshop, because we just work to chop. We are not saving any money.
Make the government, Governor Okpebholo, make it come help us for Wasuta. Make the road for good for everybody. Make with the passer. So I'm always see they enjoy waiting under the government.
Although some palliative work has been done on the road, motorists are calling for a lasting solution, as they said palliative works are not making any impact on the road. Osarogie Agwebo reporting for BeeTv News.
The flash floods in Mokwa has renewed concerns of the preparedness of agencies on mitigating recent floods in the country. The Kogi State Governor made the necessary things needed for preparation available for the agencies to hasten up the preparation.
Death toll from fresh floods in Niger State has risen over the past week, with more than 180 lives already lost. These early signs are raising concerns about what's to come, especially for communities along the banks of River Niger and Benue. With the history of flooding cases, the Nigeria Meteorological Agency listed Kogi State as one of the high-risk flood-prone areas. This year, although the floods haven't arrived yet, residents in vulnerable communities are bracing up for the worst.
When and how this flood will come and meet us. We are going from one house to the other, telling people that it has started happening to our neighboring states.
Majority of them that will go there now are people that are living fine. Then those that are the flood victims will not even achieve anything.
But the Kogi State government says it is aware of NEMET alert and is working with relevant agencies to prepare emergency response plans.
Preparation is ongoing to ensure that if eventually our state is a part of the states that are flooded, the victims would have their best time in camp. Though we know you can never make it home, but at least at some comfortable as possible. The camps are being fumigated already. The water system there are being checked. Electrical system are being put in place.
Some communities are relocating to higher grounds and clearing blocked drainages, but experts warn that these efforts may fall short as water levels continue to rise.
There will be something so-called aftermath, which is after that flooding that comes with epidemics, which is another phase entirely post-disaster management. So, but we need to understand as in, we need to do sensitization, which is awareness. We need to make use of land use management, which is key. That will give us a law that will guide us, as in, you should have nothing doing a river band area.
The National Emergency Management Agency reported that in 2012, flooding displaced over 600,000 people and destroyed 150,000 acres of farmland. In 2022, ravaging waters soaked 514 communities, displacing 471,000 people and resulting in 24 recorded deaths in the state. In 2024, the impact was minimal, with interventions ranging from medical supplies to IDP camps and other humanitarian efforts. But across the 9 local government areas where floods strike every season, residents are calling for more action before the water rises.
That upper last year, welcome 2 years. You break them again, now I come put back on now. I don't get happy. I don't get person will help me. Now me also.
You can't just pack to somebody's house. There's going to be another discomfort of that person. So we have not received any proper arrangement here from the government.
Gosgift Omone reporting for BeeTv News.
The federal government has declared Thursday, June 12th as public holiday to mark this year's Democracy Day celebration. The Minister of Interior, who made the declaration on behalf of the federal government, congratulated Nigerians on the occasion of 26 years of uninterrupted civil rule. He reiterates the commitment of the President's renewed hope agenda of upholding democratic values that is based on the will of the people in determining the country's political, economic, and social with cultural systems. Four embassies in Abuja risk being closed down by the Federal Capital Territory administration over unpaid ground rent spanning 11 years, according to the Punch newspaper. It was, however, learned that the opposition People's Democratic, Federal Inland Revenue Service and the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, who were also listed as defaulters, have settled their ground rent with the FCTA. On May 26, the FCT Minister Yesu Wike ordered officials to commence enforcement on 4,794 properties that were revoked due to non-payment of ground rent spanning between 10 and 43 years. But President Bola Tinubu intervened, granting a 14-day grace period, which ends on Monday, today, to affected property holders to settle their outstanding obligations. The Director of Land FCTA, Chijoke Wankwezi, disclosed that the defaulters would pay penalty fees of 2 million naira and 3 million naira respectively, depending on their locations. Respondents have called for daily market sanitation in Benin City to improve the environmental sanitation in the marketplace. BeeTv News Freeman Osawe reports that the respondent also said any measures to improve sanity in the marketplace is commendable.
Market sanitation usually takes place on Monday of every new week, enabling traders the opportunity to clean up their shops before business activities. Some respondents, however, said it is possible that the sanitation could be made to take place daily so as to improve the environmental sanitation of the market, particularly during this rainy season. The respondents said if the state government comes up with such plan, it will be commendable because most of the marketplaces are on eyesore.
It's good for every day because where you need to sell, you need to maintain it. Because in the house you stay, you maintain it also. And your the marketplace needs to be cleaned every day. It's not compulsory, must be on Monday alone. Every time you maintain there because you are buying and selling there. People used to eat what we are selling. That's why we need to do it every day. It's good to do it every day.
It's good, but that Saturday, we go clean everywhere, go. But ordinary days, if we come, you get so you dey shade for outside you. Make sure that you sweep before you shade. You will make everywhere neat. So now so I know reach for inside.
Before you open your shop, you need to sweep around your shop. But that special day for environmental sanitation is ideal. It will make the market more lucrative and more better. You understand my point? But when the one they are referring to everyday sanitation is that before you open your shop, you must sweep around your shop. That is normal. But that special day for environmental for marketplace is very, very necessary.
That Monday, make government serious, make market people know say that on Monday na environmental for everywhere. Both to stop people, both we where they shade around the road. So may we make it possible. Say that on Monday we go clean where we dey sell. May government help us. Say if we clean am, gather am together, make dem pack am for us. Make dem give us motor wey go help us pack am. So make the dirty no come go gutter back again.
At the moment, market sanitation exercise takes place every Monday weekly, and general sanitation is the last Saturday of the month. Freeman Osawe reporting for BeeTv News.
Governments at all levels have been urged to provide empowerment programs for self-employed individuals and artisans to help build their businesses and livelihoods. BeeTv News Osarigwe Agwebo reports that the respondent said empowerment initiatives like soft loans will go a long way to improving their economic stability and growth.
Government we are today, I don't think there's any improvement. Both the empowerment of the youth and the artisans.
Artisans and self-employed are individuals who work independently, often running their own businesses or creating products and services on their own, such as skilled craftspersons, freelancers, small business owners, and entrepreneurs. Often, some of these artisans and self-employed individuals face small business challenges, which include limited or no resources to boost or expand their businesses. Some artisans and self-employed individuals in Benin City urge the government at all levels to regularly look into providing empowerment programs for them, such as soft loans, stating that it will go a long way to boosting their businesses and livelihoods.
Government we are today, I don't think there's any improvement. Both the empowerment of the youth and the artisans. I have not seen anything from them. What they go there to do is to make their own money and their family, that is all. I think like where we are in Edo State today, Benin City, the government, what they ought to do is to, those reserve areas that they are selling to the palm tree companies, they have to give the youth money so that they can utilize that area by planting rice and peas there. So I think that will be the artisans. The government need to empower them by giving them loans. So that's the way I look at it.
Well, the prices you are hearing from the markets is based on where they bought their goods. You understand now? So buy their things from, some buy their things from outside country. So not the same places. I think there's a simultaneous place where everybody buy goods and services, their commodities. So it'd be possible for them to sell the same price. There'll be the same moderate amount of sales of what they want to sell. But I don't think government is concerned of a personal business. You understand now? Because everybody buy their goods in different places. So I don't think it's gonna be possible. Because when you buy here, they'll tell you, do you know where I buy my things? You know how much it is. So I've gotten a lot of experience of the market schedules.
However, though the government has initiated several empowerment programs in the past, the artisans and self-employed individuals said the government should make the requirements for the loans easier for them to apply, stating that some of the requirements to get the loans are sometimes difficult to meet.
I think the way the government can empower the self-employed, they have to encourage them, because now there's no white-collar job anywhere. No white-collar job. It's only blue-collar job we have. So if government can encourage them and encourage the youth by going to meet them at where they are learning their work and encourage them. Some are working, but they have to help them to have the resources, the materials they will use in their workplace. So with that, now I ask the government to please intervene by helping our youths, by giving them, if it's loan or helping them with materials. Some learn tailor, but they can't afford a sewing machine now. So government can afford to buy sewing machines for them.
No. The government, they are not trying at all. Because of this country, because you see government supposed to help the people, the masses. But you look the situation of this country now, because just look at things is very high. Price of things is very high. There's no job, there's nothing, because just look at the youth are there doing nothing. Because at least they need money. Price of food should come down. Do you understand? And other things like job creation, for the youth.
With the number of artisans and self-employed individuals looking to the government for support, it is their expectation that the government will look into more empowerment programs such as soft loans. Osarogie Agwebo reporting for BeeTv News.
The Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria and the Plateau State government have partnered to build a food cargo hub at Yakubu Gowon Airport in Jos to address a staggering 3.5 trillion naira worth of food that perishes annually in Nigeria.
The arrival of the Plateau State Governor Caleb Mutwang at the head office of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria in Lagos. The mission here is the signing of Memorandum of Understanding between FAR and Plateau State, as this initiative marks a historic turning point in Nigerian agricultural exports.
Is laying the foundation for a story that will be told in the future, a story that will be beautiful, that will be excellent, a story that will add value to Nigeria. We have every confidence that in the next couple of years, we're going to see this airport yield the desired revenue among other airports in Nigeria.
FAR says the partnership is a blueprint for the kind of collaboration that will drive Nigeria and the President's vision $1 trillion economy by 2030.
Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria and the Plateau State government, under the leadership of His Excellency Governor Caleb Mutwang, are joining forces to transform the Yakubu Gowon Airport in Jos into a premier cargo hub. This is not just about building infrastructure, it's about building dreams, creating opportunities, and unleashing Plateau's boundless agricultural potential.
The partnership aims to upgrade the Plateau State Airport into an international cargo airport, boosting exports and transforming the state into a premier food cargo.
Plateau State stands ready with its rich resources, and FAR stands ready with its expertise and the markets to drive our produce. We invite you to be a part of this transformation, to invest in packaging facilities, storage solutions, transport infrastructure that will connect our farmers to the world.
The collaboration will see the state government provide financing for facility upgrades, while fund delivers professional expertise guidance as a partnership involves development and installation of critical infrastructure, amongst others. Osarogi Agwebo, reporting for BeeTv News.
Imo State government is calling on scientists and researchers to develop innovative technologies aimed at reducing plastic pollution. The Governor Hope Uzodinma, represented by his deputy Chinyere Ekomaru, emphasized the need for sustainable environmental practices.
According to the United Nations Environmental Programme's 2023 reports, more than 400 million tons of plastic are produced globally each year, but less than 10% is recycled. The rest often ends up in drainages, rivers, and oceans, posing serious threats to the environment and wildlife from urban centers to remote villages. Plastic waste continues to litter streets and clog drainages, contributing degradation and putting public health at risk. Members of the state are willing to address this green challenge. The state government is stepping up efforts to create awareness and strengthen partnerships at the grassroots level.
Everyone is a stakeholder in this venture, and we must unite to protect and preserve our common planet. Pollution begins with the introduction of harmful substances or products into the environment, which can have negative impacts on human health. Ecosystems.
Also speaking at the event, the State Commissioner for Environment and Sanitation, AGK Emenike, and the chairman of the House Committee on Environment emphasized the urgency of promoting eco-friendly alternatives and adapting global best practices.
It compels us to reflect deeply on the mounting crisis caused by plastic waste, an issue that affects our health, our ecosystem, our economy, and indeed the very future of our planet. Across the globe, over 400 million tons of plastic are produced annually. Shockingly, less than 10% of this is recycled. The rest ends up choking our waterways, polluting our soils, and harming wildlife.
Wherever we are, is our sole responsibility to do what? Protect our environment and ensure that the work the government is doing is being reached to all over Imo State.
This year's World Environmental Day focuses on ending plastic pollution, a call to action for individuals and governments to take responsibility for the planet's future. Soher Osemeki, reporting for BeeTv News.
Residents of Kano and neighboring states are celebrating the conversion of the Federal Polytechnic Kabo to the Federal University of Science and Technology. A crowd gathered to thank President Tinubu for the transformation, and they were warmly received by the Deputy President of the Senate, Senator Barrow Jibril.
It was a day of celebration in Cabo Kano North Senatorial District as thousands thronged the town to express appreciation to President Bola Tinubu for upgrading the Federal Polytechnic Cabo to the Federal University of Science and Technology Cabo. The bill for the conversion, sponsored by the Deputy Senate President, Senator Barrow Jibril, was signed into law by the President on May 27th. In gratitude, a diverse crowd of farmers, traders, students, women, traditional and religious leaders gathered at the University Stadium to celebrate the landmark development. During the event, the National Association of Nigerian Students praised Senator Barrow Jibril, naming him the commander of Nigerian students and National Education Development Champion for his immense contribution to educational advancement, also speaking at the occasion. The Minister of State for Housing and Urban Development, Abdullahi Attar, lauded President Tinubu for his commitment to the growth of Kano State.
I stand here to appreciate our dear President, University of Senator Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, of all that he has been doing for the country, especially for Kano State.
Senator Bara Jibrin, in his remarks, expressed gratitude to President Tinubu, stating that all requests made for the development of Kano and the broader Northwest have received presidential approval.
We are here to thank Mr. President, to celebrate Mr. President, to appreciate Mr. President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In 2 years, he gave us 2 universities in Kano State and 1 polytechnic, unprecedented. On your Monday we shall stand. On your Monday, Bola. On your Monday, Bola. On your Monday we shall stand. Bosa. As of 2027. As of 2027. Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu.
Established in 2022, the institution is now the 3rd federal university in Kano State, joining Bayero University, Kano State, and the newly upgraded Federal University of Education named after late Maitama Yusuf Sule. President Tinubu has also approved the establishment of a new Federal Polytechnic, Kano State. Meanwhile, in a significant political shift, thousands of members of the New Nigerian People Party, NPP, and the Composer Movement defected to the All Progressive Congress, pledging their support for President Tinubu ahead of the 2027 general elections. The defectors drawn from the 44 local government areas of Kano State, including traders, clerics, youth, butchers, and social media influencers, publicly discarded their signature red caps, symbolizing their departure from the Composer Movement. Esohe Osamege reporting for BeeTv News.
Minister of Budget and Economic Planning Atiku Bagudu says Nigeria is beginning to reap the fruits of long overdue structural changes. When speaking shortly after a courtesy call on the President Bola Tinubu at his Lagos residence, the Senator Atiku Bagudu commended the administration's policies while reflecting on the ingrowing number of the opposition politicians joining the All Progressive Congress. Senator Atiku Bagudu said it is a reflection of faith in Tinubu's leadership.
The President has been clear. We are in a hole not because he wants to blame anyone past administration, but he's saying that choices that we should have been taken earlier we didn't take. And not surprisingly, we do not have the public investment, we do not have the have the confidence to even attract private sector to put in their money, both domestic and international. So we did 2 reforms, and these reforms are affecting the most important variable, which is giving confidence to owners of capital to invest in our economy, because those are the people who create jobs.
The Lagos State Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu has dismissed a remote rift with President Bola Tinubu, saying it is a father and son affair. Sanwo-Olu stated this shortly after he met with the president and his Bodilion residence in the Ikoyi area of Lagos. He met with the president alongside with the Governor's Advisory Council, the decision-making body of the All Progressive Congress agency in Lagos. There have been rumors of a perceived rift between the president and the governor, especially after the controversial removal of Mudushoru Obasa as Lagos Speaker and his eventual restatement. However, Sanwo-Olu have dismissed the rumors rift in an interview with newsmen after the meeting with the president on Sunday.
In trains, I'll give you the clip of it, where at the National Arts Theatre, which we just received brand new 12, 4 sets each of 3 new set of trains for the Blue Line. And at that unveiling, which was we made like a naming ceremony, we actually acknowledge and thank Mr. President, because he actually made it happen for us. About a year and a half ago, he supported us and ensuring under, his intervention for subsidy removal and understanding that Lagos, will need additional means of transportation. He supported us, and that's just some of the things, we're talking about. So we're excited. We're truly, truly excited. For the first time, you see price of petroleum, pump price coming down. You see food prices coming down. So these are things that put money in citizens' pockets. So, if you've done well, let's say it. Let's say it. And I also want to use this opportunity to also admonish and to tell. We are hearing people also said in June 12, they want to protest. They want to then. There's what will be the basis? What will be the basis? And we're engaging them. We're talking to them to do what? In 2 years, give this president enough more time. The economy, you can see, has made a proper bend, a positive bend, and so all we need to do is to continue, to wish him well and see those effects, Nothing beyond the fact that he was very happy to see us, extremely very happy to see us. He was very excited that we are one big happy family, and we are not divided in any form, and we're all honestly also pledge our full loyalty to him, to his government, to as our leader, as our father, and it was unanimous, and he's charged us to ensure that the forthcoming local government election, which, we're all, that we should all go and do our very best and ensure that, we'll continue to keep the flag of the party flying. There are people that believe that they are more Catholic than the Pope. There are things that you see people, they cry more than they bereave. Father and son, are things that we always ensure that, we're clear. There's nothing at all. My father is my leader, and we're grateful that he has given us the audience today.
Delta State Governor Sheriff Oboriwori has unveiled plans to deploy modern technology to combat the rising insecurity in the state, including kidnapping, cultism, ritual killing, and drug abuse. At the Special Security Council meeting held at the Government House, he issued a stern warning to the local government chairman to live up to the responsibilities in securing their domains. BeeTv News' Harmony Agbafo has details.
The recent wave of kidnappings across parts of Delta State came to a head following a viral video showing protesters in Abraka calling on authorities to stem the tide. But the protests turned violent, with several individuals sustaining injuries after army personnel allegedly clamped down on demonstrators. According to the Delta State Police Command, more than 10 suspected kidnappers have been arrested and over 15 neutralized in the past 2 months during operations and across the state. This promoted a high-level security stakeholders meeting.
Government chairman and the security agencies to make sure information are passed appropriately.
We are doing a lot to curb kidnapping. We have thwarted a lot of kidnapping attempts, and we have rescued over 16 civilians that were about to be kidnapped. The particular protest in Abraka went violent, and it became chaos, so the military had to wade in, and nobody was shot.
Harmony Agbafo reporting for BeeTv News.
the 2025 World Environment Day with a theme "End Plastic Pollution." The Association of Waste Managers of Nigeria is reflecting on the environmental strides of President Bola Tinubu in his first 2 years in office. They described recent initiative as unprecedented reforms that are reshaping Nigeria's environmental landscape.
In just 2 years, Nigerians rolled out bold environmental policies, from the Clean Cooking Gas Initiative to the launch of the country's first clean tech policy, the Sahel Greening Project, and the €7.9 billion methanol industrial complex in the Niger Delta. These initiatives help reduce plastic waste, promote climate, smart agriculture, expand the circular economy, and unlock millions of green jobs. This association has assessed these efforts, describing them as unprecedented reforms in the nation's environmental landscape.
Federal Ministry of Environment and her related agency are currently championing sustainable waste management programs that will redefine integrated waste management policies and practice in Nigeria through effective waste collection, waste treatment, waste recycling activities, and circular economy models. The programs, at full implementation, will create over 5 million direct and indirect employment opportunities in the country.
Over 10 million trees have been planted in northern Nigeria, 8 million LPG cylinders distributed to replace firewood, and more than 5 million green jobs projected under plastic and waste management initiatives.
The areas he said he wanted to touch, he has touched them. No doubt in my mind that the next 2 years is going to be prosperous, is going to be sustainable. Ashwaju has ensured is re-engineering our economical status in this country.
Soher Onsenegi reporting for BeeTv News.
We'll take a short break and we'll be right back shortly. Stay with us.
75 years of faith and service, a daughter's heartfelt tribute. Dear Dad, Right Reverend Dr. Matthew Okpeolu, happy 75th birthday. Your lifelong devotion to ministry, education, and community upliftment has shaped countless lives, including my own. I remember your early morning devotions and how your thoughtful counsel taught me integrity and compassion. Through your scholarship program, you opened doors for hundreds of students, and your quiet support, whether funding the law library at Edo State University or covering school fees, eased financial burdens across Edo State. Equally impactful is your passion for youth vocational training, which has empowered aspiring artisans and strengthened our community's economy. You have shown me that true leadership comes from selfless service rather than titles. On behalf of everyone at the Board of Technical and Vocational Education and Training, and most of all as your daughter, I thank you for inspiring us to pursue excellence and uplift others. May God bless you with continued health, wisdom, and joy as you extend this remarkable legacy of service. With all my love and gratitude, Barrister Mrs. Onome Briggs, Executive Chairman, Edo State Board of Technical and Vocational Education and Training.
From the heart of Ray Royal Construction Company Limited comes a resounding celebration of an extraordinary man, our chairman, our founder, our father in leadership and legacy, Right Reverend Dr. Matthew Okpeolu. Today we raise our voices in thanksgiving and joy as you mark your 75th birthday. 75 glorious years of grace, vision, purpose, and impact. Since 1976, you laid the first blocks of what is now a household name in civil construction and engineering excellence. You are not just a builder of infrastructure, but a builder of men. A pastor, a bishop emeritus, a mentor, a philanthropist, a husband, a father, a grandfather, and to many of us, a living example of what godly leadership truly means. Your unwavering commitment to giving back shines again through the Matthew Okpeolu Foundation, as 1,000 final year students in Edo State are set to receive financial support to complete their projects. The 100 million naira geriatric center donated to ERA Specialist Teaching Hospital, Prisoners Regaining Freedom, free medical support project, the Gospel Crusades, free roads and infrastructural projects to all universities, whether federal, state, or privately owned, the empowerment scheme, to just mention these. From the management and staff of Ray Royal Construction Company Limited, we wish you a joyful 75th birthday, Right Reverend Dr. Matthew Okpebolo, our founder, our father, our inspiration. Happy 75th birthday, sir.
Special invitation. It's the 29th anniversary of the Matthew Okpebolo Foundation and the 75th anniversary of its founder. The Reverend Dr. Matthew Okpebolo Foundation presents 29th annual public lecture and presentation of 50,000 naira bursary awards to 1,000 undergraduate final year students. Lecture topic: Ideas to Impact, Turning Passions into Profitable Ventures. Guest speaker, Dr. Andrew Osangale Egbejion, distinguished medical practitioner, DMP, and multiple award winner. Date 14th June 2025, time 12 noon prompt. Venue St. Matthew's Royal College, Uromi Ewu Expressway, Edenu Irwa, Edo State. Sunday 15th June 2025, special birthday Thanksgiving service. Venue CGMI, Benson Idahosa Cathedral, Taxona Junction, Uromi, Edo State. Come, join us, celebrate an icon of inestimable value and a philanthropist per excellence. Announcer, Organizing Committee.
Welcome back from that short break, and now to the entertainment news. Nigerian high-life music icon Mike Ejiega was laid to rest on Saturday in his hometown of Umuagba, Imieze, Owa, Eziege local government area of Enugu State, less than 24 hours after his passing. Let's join BeeTv News God Gift Omone for more details and more from the entertainment world.
The 95-year-old music legend, popularly known for his hit song, Ngwongwo, died on Friday at the 32 Garrison Hospital in Enugu after a prolonged illness. According to his eldest son, Emmanuel Ejiega, the immediate burial was in accordance with the singer's personal wishes, which he had clearly communicated to his family prior to his death. Emmanuel also noted that funeral ceremonies will be held at a later date. In a condolence message, Enugu State Governor Peter Mba described Ejiega as a gifted musician whose humility, storytelling, and cultural influence left a lasting legacy. The governor stated that his passing is a great loss to not only his family, but also to Enugu State, the music industry, and Nigeria as a whole. Fast-rising Nigerian singer Queen Madi has officially parted ways with Jetong Music Group, the label founded by music executive Joy Tongo. The announcement follows weeks of speculation fueled by the 18-year-old artist's absence from social media, promoting concerns about internal issues between the singer and her management. Queen Madi has been signed to both Jetong Music Group and Blue Vision Entertainment and Columbia Records. Her latest release, Ego, a collaboration with gaming brand Valorant, is reportedly her last under the label. Joy Tongo is also known for her past management of singer Cynthia Morgan, whose career experienced turbulence during their time together. Queen Madi, who has gained significant attention for her talent and international collaborations, has not yet revealed whether she will go independent or join another label. However, fans remain hopeful that she will continue her musical growth and maintain her momentum in the industry. The Brit Awards will be held in Manchester for the first time in the event's history. BPI partnered with Sony Music UK for the relocation. Jason Eiley, chairman and CEO of Sonic Music UK and Ireland, said the move would inject new energy into the show, aligning with Manchester's vibrant cultural landscape. MasterCard will continue as the event's headline sponsor, extending its 28-year relationship with the awards.
Cristiano Ronaldo was in tears as Portugal picked up the second Nations League title by beating holders Spain 5-3 on penalties following a thrilling 2-2 draw in the final. Let's join Freeman Osawe, who has more on this from other sports stories.
Ronaldo's 138th international goal took the final on Sunday to a shootout, with Alvaro Morata's miss proving costly for Spain as Ruben Neves struck the winning spot kick to spark wide scenes of celebration, with emotion overwhelming the veteran captain. Spain's accelerating 5-4 victory over France in Thursday's semi-final ensured Luis de la Fuente's side had continued an unbeaten run that stretched back to March 2023, coming into Sunday's showpiece final in Munich. They appeared on course for yet another trophy on the back last year European Championship triumph as Martin Zubimendi tapped home his second international goal in the 21st minute. Alcaraz extended lead in live race and battle for year-end number 1. Carlos Alcaraz extended his lead in the PIF ATP live race to Turin by winning the Roland Garros title on Sunday, and in doing so put himself in good position in the battle for ATP year-end number 1 presented by PIF leading into the second half of the season. Alcaraz entered the clay court major with a 1,090-point advantage over second-place Jannik Sinner, the Italian star he faced in the final. The Spaniard saving 3 championship points before ultimately lifting the couple days masquerade could prove pivotal in the battle for year-end number 1. Chelsea demands improved performances from Super Eagles ahead of World Cup qualifier. Super Eagles head coach Eric Chell has passionately urged his players to intensify their effort in perfecting their pressing game as they gear up for the crucial 2026 World Cup qualifier. The Eagles managed to secure a hard-fought 1-1 draw against host Russia in Moscow on Friday night. The three African champions began on a challenging note as they were forced to contend the first half own goal by defender Semi Ajayi. However, the team displayed remarkable resilience, equalizing in the second half through the substitute striker Tolu Arokodare, who capitalized on defensive lapse from Russia. The Super Eagles will resume their qualifying campaign this September, starting with a home fixture against Rwanda, followed by an away match against group leaders South Africa. The upcoming matches are pivotal, and Chelsea's concern over squad cohesion come at a crucial junction in their preparation. Nigerian's Tobi Amusan recorded her fastest 100-meter time of the season with an 11.18 seconds, 1.8 meter finish at the Racers Grand Prix, a World Athletics Continental Silver meeting in Kingston, Jamaica in the early hours of Sunday. Amusan placed fourth in the highly competitive women's sprint final in front of 15,000 spectators that saw the top 4 athletes set season best marks, with the top 2 also meeting the qualification standard for the 2025 World Championship in Tokyo. Running in lane 2 and representing Racers Track Club, Amusan reacted to the gun in 0.198 seconds and Jamaicans and an American, but showed marked improvement from her previous outings this year. The 11.18 seconds performance shaved a tenth of a second of her season best of 11.28 seconds set at the Velocity Fest in March. Those was only her second 100-meter flat race of the season and third in the last 14 months as she continues her gradual transition into sprinting from her specialist 100-meter. And that's it on Sport News. Freeman Osawe reporting for BeeTv News.
And that is the Size 1 News package for tonight. Many thanks for joining us on BeeTv Major News. I remain Evelyn Izibili. Thank you and have a good night.